Just think about this for a second. The phone you are using right now, the charger, the chip, or even the smallest components inside it. There is a very high chance that many of these parts चाइना से आते हैं या चाइना के सप्लाई चेन पर डिपेंड करते हैं. And that is how deeply China is built into the global economy. और जब भी हम इंडिया की ग्रोथ की बात करते हैं, एक क्वेश्चन हमेशा उस डिस्कशन को डोमिनेट करती है. Can India really catch up to China, or we are still very far behind? Sometimes this feels impossible honestly, but India के पास कुछ major advantages है. India is growing faster, India is younger, and everywhere you look, there is this one idea that India could be next China. Sounds exciting, but इसमें कितना real है और कितना optimism है? And if this is possible, then when? 2030, 2047? Let's break this down, honestly, without any hype. अगर हम इकोनॉमी की साइज की बात करें, right now China's economy is around $21 trillion, where India is about 4.2 trillion. ये सिर्फ एक गैप नहीं है, ये दिखाता है कि चाइना का इकोनॉमिक स्केल एक completely different level पर है. Even if India keeps growing faster, around 6.5% compared to China's 4.4%, closing this gap will still take decades. So overall economy की साइज के टर्म्स में ये शॉर्ट रेस बिल्कुल नहीं है. बट यहाँ पर इंडिया के पास एक रियल एडवांटेज है. वी आर यंग. India's median age is around 30, while China's has crossed 40. That means we have more workers, more consumers, and more energy in the economy. Now, on paper, this is a massive advantage, but this will only work in our favor if these people are skilled and job ready. Otherwise, a young population can also become a pressure or burden if they lack skills and jobs. And यहाँ से conversation और serious होती है, because countries do not become economic superpowers only by consuming things. They become powerful by building things, and that is where China changed the entire game. China सिर्फ एक मैन्युफैक्चरिंग कंट्री नहीं बनी, it became the factory of the world. From electronics to machinery to solar panels, China built supply chains at a scale most countries still cannot match. मैन्युफैक्चरिंग चाइना के इकोनॉमी का 1/4 हिस्सा है. In India, it is close to 15%. We are improving. We are assembling phones, exporting electronics, and becoming part of global supply chains. ये progress है. But if you look deeper, many of high-value components still come from China only. So India is moving forward, but deeper industrial control अभी भी चाइना के पास ही है. And if this manufacturing gap feels big, the technology gap becomes even more uncomfortable. China सिर्फ produce नहीं कर रहा, it is moving forward in how future technologies are built and used. For example, अगर हम electronic vehicles की बात करें, China is producing cars that can charge in 5 to 10 minutes only, and these are becoming common on their roads. AI में भी चाइना बहुत आगे है. They have been using smart systems and robots inside their factories at a large scale. In transport, they have high-speed trains that can go up to around 600 kilometers per hour. These are not small upgrades. ये large-scale technological shifts है. और ये होना भी था. China invests heavily in research and development, around 2.8% of its GDP. India spends less than 1%, and over time, the difference becomes visible. India is doing well in software and digital services, but जब deep technology and advanced manufacturing capabilities की बात आती है, we are still catching up. And shockingly, the deepest gap is not factories or technology, it is human capital, education, skills, and workforce quality. China spent decades building practical training systems and vocational education. India focused more on degrees, theory, and exams. And today, the result is visible. In China, a student often becomes a skilled technician ready for the industry. And in India, many graduates still struggle to find jobs, or they keep switching careers. It is not about intelligence anymore. It is about how well the system prepares people for real work. ये गैप और ज़्यादा दिखता है एवरीडे लाइफ में. China's per capita income is over $14,000. India is around 2,800. That gap reflects in wages, infrastructure, public systems, and overall living standards. Even if the economy grows, people need to feel that growth in daily life. And all of this ultimately leads to one big question. Can India overtake China by 2030? Realistically, no. The overall economic gap is far too large for that. But 2030 तक हम कुछ एरियाज में रियल प्रोग्रेस ज़रूर ला सकते हैं, like digital services, startups, electronics and some more manufacturing areas. But catching up more broadly, उसके लिए अभी भी बहुत टाइम लगेगा. By 2047, India can actually close some important gaps in several sectors, but only if structural issues are fixed seriously, like education and skills, manufacturing depth, and technology investment. And none of this happens very quickly. It takes consistent policy, investment, and long term focus. Because in the end, real story is not just about India versus China. It is whether India can turn its massive population into skilled, productive, and job ready power, or remain a fast growing economy where millions still struggle to find right opportunities. That is what will decide the outcome.